Due to the pandemic situation, the Government of India has extended or postponed the due date to file the income tax return for the year 2021-22 by 2 months, which means that you can all file your ITR by 30th September 2021. This gives individuals over a month now to file their ITR. Since filing tax return is a tedious process, it is important for you to be extra careful. Remind you that even a small mistake can land you in trouble with the income tax department. You can also get penalized, or you will be served a tax notice or face other consequences. Hi, I'm Namrata. Welcome to IndianMoney.com's YouTube channel, and today we are going to discuss about 14 common mistakes that we should avoid while filing our income tax returns. First, missing the due date of filing returns. This year, due to the pandemic situation, filing of income tax returns have been extended by 30th September 2021. However, if you miss filing your income tax returns by this due date, then you will have to incur penalties such as late filing fee of rupees 10,000, then penal interest rate of 1% every month on any unpaid taxes, and then they will be delayed in any tax refunds that you are eligible for. So if you want to avoid such penalties and charges, you need to be very punctual and ensure that you file your ITR on time. Second, not filing income tax returns. In India, most people don't file their income tax returns. The reason for the same could be anything. But let me tell you, if you do not file your ITR, the income tax department can launch a legal proceedings against you, and the consequences of the legal proceedings could be very severe, such as penal interest on tax dues from the due date till the ITR is filed. And then you also have a jail term that will range from 3 years to 7 years. So if you want to avoid such penalties and charges, do file your ITR on time. Third is using incorrect ITR form. The most common mistake we all do is using incorrect or wrong ITR form. As per the law, you are required to provide or report all your source of incomes and use ITR form that is applicable to you. If you file a wrong form, then your filed returns will be treated as defected and you'll have to file a revised ITR with correct form. For example, you're a salaried individual. Then you will have to file returns with ITR form 1. Whereas on the other hand, if you're a salaried individual and you have multiple source of incomes, then you will have to file ITRs with form 2. Fourth is providing incorrect personal information. Sometimes we make mistake while providing our critical personal information that is included in our income tax returns. For example, giving out wrong bank account details or IFSC code. While these mistakes are seamlessly harmless, it can also lead to a number of problems with your tax filing. For example, if you have given wrong PAN details, then your filings will be rejected by the tax department. This can result in penalties, penal interest rates, and even tax audit. Whereas on the other hand, if you have provided wrong bank account details in your ITR, then your tax refunds that you are eligible or entitled to will be delayed. Fifth, selecting wrong assessment year. Many taxpayers get confused between assessment year and financial year. The term financial year refers to the time and the year during which the income is earned. For instance, if you are filing your income tax return on or before 30th September 2021, then you are filing returns on the income earned from 1st April 2020 to 31st March 2021. This period during April and March is called the financial year 2020-2021. While on the other hand, assessment year is the year that follows financial year. This is the period during which tax returns are filed. For example, if you're filing your tax returns September 2021, then the assessment year will be 2021-22. Sixth is not disclosing all bank accounts. I'm sure most of us here have multiple bank accounts, yet there are a large number of those who are filing returns do not mention all their bank accounts in their income tax return. This omission is against the income tax rules, as all assessees are supposed to disclose details of all their domestic as well as foreign bank accounts. Seventh is not disclosing all your source of income. At the time of filing your income tax returns, make sure that you disclose all your source of incomes. It is possible for you to have multiple source of income even if you are a salaried individual. Although your salary will be the primary source of income, you might have received additional source of income. It can be your rent for, say, residential or commercial property. It can be interest from fixed deposit and others. Eighth is not disclosing capital gains and losses. Many tax filers especially omit details of capital gains and losses while submitting their income tax returns. This tax filing mistake can have serious consequences, including income tax audit. Ninth is not disclosing income earned by minor children. As per the new tax rules, even the income earned by minor children will be clubbed with that of parents' income while computing taxable incomes. So from the taxation's perspective, even the income earned by the minor will be considered or treated as income earned by the parent. 10th is omitting interest income from savings account. Most of the income tax assessees do not include details of the interest earned from their savings in their ITR. This can be due to the incorrect belief that this interest income is exempted from tax. However, if the interest earned from the savings account exceeds rupees 10,000, then you will have to pay a tax on the excess interest rate that you have earned. 11th is ignoring Form 26AS and TDS certificate. Form 26AS is one of the critical documents that you need to verify before filing ITR. This form is similar to your passbook, which includes your earnings, TDS, which is tax deducted at source, and advance tax paid, etc. Form 26AS also contains details of tax credits that you might be eligible for. 12th is not pre-validating the bank account. At the time of filing your income tax return, it is especially important to pre-validate your bank account. This is especially important for you if you are entitled to tax refund for excess tax paid. However, if you do not pre-validate your bank account, then the IT department will not be able to credit the income tax refund due to you. 13 is forgetting to verify ITR. Many of us make this tax filing mistake, and some of us don't even realize the error until we get the notice from the income tax department. So keep in mind that the tax filing process is incomplete without you verifying the income tax returns. Currently, you have 120 days to verify your ITR after submitting the completed ITR form. Last one is not filing revised ITR. Accidental omission, wrongful deduction, and even false disclosures are a common mistake that we do while filing our income tax returns. The IT department, however, allows assessees to rectify the mistakes in the original returns by submitting a revised ITR. So it is important for you to file your revised ITR before the income tax department completes the assessment. So these are the 14 common mistakes that we should avoid while filing our income tax returns. So next time, be careful while filing your income tax returns and avoid such penalties and charges. Hope this video was helpful and informative to you. Also, do not forget to like, comment and subscribe to this channel. I'm Namrata. Meet you all in the next video. If you want to learn or know more about tax planning courses, fixed deposit courses, finance, business, agriculture courses, then please download the Financial Freedom app right now. Thank you for watching IndianMoney.com. Be wise and get rich.